Oh man, finally, finally, Coach Shelton Harrison can go live, and I know people have been waiting. A lot of people have been waiting to go live with the coach. I've been waiting to go live with Coach. Hey, listen, it is what it is. Okay, it is what it is, guys. My name is Coach Shelton Harrison, and this is the Bias but Balance, episode 8. And I'm your host of the show, Coach Shelton Harrison, and my broadcast partner, General Africa. He probably will come into the building. I don't know when. I know he's been working a lot. So hopefully my broadcast partner will be here. But with all due respect, okay? Got my stuff up there. Let's put my StreamYard up there, and let's get it going. There we go. Now we doing what we do when we do. I do what I do when I do because I do. Yeah. Give some people a little bit of time to get on up in here. Y'all know how I do. I ought to play an intro song for y'all. A nice little intro song to kind of lighten the mood up around here. You know, dudes is too sensitive. Ooh, too sensitive. Yeah. But the coach isn't sensitive. Nah, I've never gotten mad about anything. Never. I've never been mad in my whole life, actually. Heck, I ain't lying. I am telling the truth about this thing. And you guys, all of you know, I've always been calm and cool and collected. Never have I ever been upset. Look at this. I'm lying like my name is Dana White. I am lying like Dana White. God dog. Never thought I'd lie too much about that. You know, I ought to play Hanissa Hadawi rap song. I'm thinking about playing it. Shout out to my girl, Anissa Hadawi. I gotta get her back on the show, man. I gotta get Anissa Hadawi back on the show. It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. She be talking about you Americans. That's what she be saying. You know what? Yeah. Let's play my girl Anissa Hadawi. Let's play it. Okay? Say what? Anissa Hadawi? Mic check. Anissa Hadawi? I'm finna play that song, y'all. Give everybody time to get on up in here. Okay, this is Anissa Hadawi. Haha.
Yeah. Anissa Hadawi. Morocco. Very powerful young lady getting wrapped into the ring. Well, she's World Fight League tournament champion in the 65 kilogram division. Next fight made at 62. 41 wins, an incredible record. 41 wins, only 3 defeats and 1 draw. 25 years of age, Anissa Hadawi.
Okay, guys, that was the Anissa Hadawi rap song. Can't play too much of that, man. Can't play too much of that because, Muds be getting upset. Not people, not you guys, but, Man, I see my man Stamina MC, London in the god doggone building. Marcus Bell, the coach's first ever moderator in the god doggone building. Stamina MC, the moderator extraordinaire. The moderator extraordinaire. Guys, we down with the LD MMAC. Okay, this is the LD MMAC, guys. The LD MMAC broadcast. My man DeAndre Kidd with the reactions. Man, I be rolling, man. I be rolling with them DeAndre Kidd reactions, man. Man. Y'all got to go check out the brother channel, man. You got to check his channel out, man. His reactions are top notch, man. They're very top notch, okay? Okay, you guys know that the format of this show is different, okay? We're going to do fight breakdowns. We're going to discuss fights. And then, we're going to talk some junk at the end. My junk talking, I'm going to make sure to completely break down fights, okay? Completely break the fight down, give technical analysis. I'm going to give a technical analysis of Zane versus Jessica. I actually did a film study this morning, and I put it out there. And I'm going to also do a technical analysis of Khabib and Poirer, Justin Gaethje versus Donald Cerrone, and Jojo Calderwood versus Andrea Lee. So these fights, I'm going to go ahead and just really, really, really break down fights and talk about what it is, okay? Shout out to all the people that came to my tennis videos this morning. People saying, Coach, I didn't know you know anything about tennis. I don't, but I'm learning, okay? I'm learning because I started the Lions Den tennis community. So, just talking about some of the stuff that's happening in tennis. So, yep. But y'all know I'm MMA bound and boxing. Y'all know that's what we do around here, okay? So, listen, let's see how many people we got. We got 3 watching. Normally I wait till about 10, but you know what? I can go past that. I don't have to wait any longer because you guys are ready, man. You guys are ready. It's 4 people in the building. Smash that like button on the way in. We know YouTube don't give all your notifications, but most of you guys are kind of used to me coming in on Sunday doing the Bias for Balance podcast. Okay. All right, so let's get it going, man. I see my man Renee Vital up there. Okay, guys, let's talk about this Jessica Andrade versus Weili Zhang. Okay, let's talk about this fight. Okay, stylistically, this fight to me was Jessica's. It was hers to lose. Okay, but here go the thing. You know, I picked Jessica to win this fight. I did. And once upon a time, I would have told you that Jessica Andrade could have beat anybody. That's once upon a time. But I also said that Jessica needed to tighten up on some things, guys. I've been saying this for about 2 years. I promise you I have. And shout out to my girl Tay Tay Brown, man. She reminded me of a video that I made back in September about the keys to victory. Jessica Andrade versus Weili Zhang. I made a keys to victory, and I actually said exactly what Jessica shouldn't do, and Jessica did everything. Jessica did every single thing that she shouldn't do. She did it in this fight. Okay, the first thing that I said is Jessica Andrade, she had to know how to cut off the octagon effectively. I said if she followed Weili Zhang around the octagon, that was going to be trouble, okay? And Jessica Andrade followed Weili Zhang around the octagon. Now, for all 42 seconds, that's what she did, okay? Um, she rushed in, and I said Jessica, couldn't come in there with that chin up. She walked right in, her chin was wide up in the air, and, Weili Zhang saw openings for days, okay? She saw openings for days. And it's kind of funny, man. Jessica, if Jessica could have even used even a few jabs and a couple of feints, any amount of head movement, do you know Jessica could have won this fight? And I say this not trying to take away from Weili Zhang, okay? I would never try to take away from the victory of Weili Zhang. Weili Zhang this was a masterful performance, okay? Weili Zhang showed you how tight she is technically. Weili Zhang is technical. And here I thought Weili Zhang was just, like a person who just fought in close quarters. But when I really broke Weili Zhang down this morning, you know what? Weili Zhang has a lot of technique. She's actually really good. And I'm not afraid to come on here and say, hey, I was wrong. I'm not afraid to say I was wrong about a fighter, okay? Because nobody is right every single time, y'all. Nobody is. And that's just the way it is. I'm willing to do it. Some people, they don't like admitting when they're wrong. They hate it. It's almost like they admit when they're wrong. It's almost like a kryptonite to these people. Me, I don't really care. I can admit when I'm wrong. And I've been wrong. And many of you, you've called me out for being wrong. But I don't care about being wrong because I can admit it. But some people, they can't get past that. Jessica Andrade, she followed Weili Zhang around that octagon. And Weili Zhang was able to see the openings. Jessica had her chin up for number one. Weili Zhang saw it. And she came back at Jessica Andrade. Jessica came in with this looping right hand. Weili Zhang blocked it. And then she countered with her own left. Okay, Weili Zhang utilized the elbows like beautifully, man. I mean, did you guys see how many elbows that she was hitting Jessica Andrade with? And see, now, people, they're trying to take away from her victory and say, well, they're trying to take away from her victory and say, well, she cheated. She hit Jessica Andrade behind the head. Yes, that is true. Okay? She hit Jessica Andrade behind the head, and if I really want to argue with you and get argumentative, I really need to say that they should have given Jessica time to recover because those elbows behind the head were very illegal. Okay, but the damage had already been done. Okay, before Jessica even got into the point where she was getting hit by elbows in the back of the head, the damage, ladies and gentlemen, had already been done. The damage had been done. It had been done more so that Jessica was just sleepwalking on her feet. It was a matter of time. When you come in and you throw these looping shots, okay? When you throw all these looping shots, and it's almost like you're coming in and you're hoping, you're wishing for luck. Can I wish upon a star? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, can I wish upon a star that you're going to land a hit? Well, I mean, that's what people, that's how Jessica fights. She fights, and I've been saying for 2 years, Jessica need to get with another team. Jessica Andrade got tools, man. The tools are there. The physicality of Jessica Andrade is there, guys. Jessica can be the most dominant fighter in the sport at 115 pounds. She could be. But there's a reluctance to go and get the necessary training that she needs. Okay? That's just it. There is a reluctance to go and get that skill set. Why? I mean, I used to give Jessica a pass. I used to say, well, maybe Jessica can't afford it. Okay? Maybe. Maybe Jessica can't afford the training. I used to say that, but I'm like, no, 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 no. You just got a big payday. You're the champ of the world. You can find a gym or find somebody to help you learn Muay Thai. And me, I think Muay Thai is the best striking needed, okay, for MMA. I think boxing is okay, but, the stances are totally different. Muay Thai stances, you can actually transition that into MMA. Jessica need to go to a strong Muay Thai camp. And that's all Jessica need to work on. Jessica's ground game is decent. It's pretty decent. Jessica can roll on the ground, okay? I'll give her credit. The thing of it is that the striking game of Jessica Andrade has now become the kryptonite of Jessica Andrade. Now Jessica Andrade has a kryptonite. And anybody with any common sense, okay, they're just going to know, listen, jab Jessica Andrade to death. And this is what I've been telling y'all for 2 years now about Jessica Andrade. Okay? This is what I've been telling y'all. If you put those straight jabs in the face of Jessica, Jessica is helpless. She can't do anything, y'all. She can't maul you. She can't put you up against the cage. Jessica Andrade, no, she can't. If Karolina Kowalkiewicz would have just had something as simple as a jab, Karolina Kowalkiewicz could have won. See, Jessica Andrade is beatable, but here's the problem, though. Jessica Andrade is beatable, but she's so athletic, okay? She's so athletic that you got to be skillful enough. You got to be skillful enough to actually do what Willie Zhang, Joanna Bojanglecheck, all of these people did to Jessica. You got to be skillful enough to do it. And I'm not talking about the people who are already bigger than Jessica that beat Jessica. We're not talking about that. Okay? We're talking about strawweights. Okay? Not talking about Marin Reynaud. I'm not talking about some of the other bigger fighters that defeated Jessica. They did that because they were bigger and stronger. And Marin Reynaud, her BJJ is just crazy. It's crazy sick. Okay? Marin Reynaud has a sick BJJ game. So Jessica wasn't going to survive that. But if we're talking about strawweights, if we're talking about legit strawweights, okay? These strawweights, they beat Jessica because Jessica's stand-up is below average. And this is what I've been telling y'all. Okay? And in the comment section, I see Iron Cowgirl. Shout out to Iron Cowgirl. Definitely been rolling. Solid. I see my man Stamina MC. I see my boy Eddie that be lifting all the weights. Eddie be over there deadlifting about 600 pounds, man. I'm sitting here like, man. Eddie gonna pull his testicles out, boy. He gonna rip his testicles through his pants, boy. That boy, Eddie is strong, y'all. God, dog, that boy strong. But shout out to my boy Eddie Ed, man. John Taylor, Marcus Bell, my boy DeAndre Kidd up in the building. All of y'all, man. Thank y'all for showing love and coming on the channel this evening, man. Okay, so my thing with this, man, Jessica really, really, really needs to, she's got to go to another team, y'all. She's got to do it. And I think this is a wake-up call for Jessica. Okay, Jessica, she has that one move, man, that slam move. And I'm going to tell you who was really smart. Jessica did Joanna Bojanglecheck. She did it the same way. But you know what Joanna did? I mean, you know what Joanna did. Joanna, she stuck her hand out. See, Jessica tried to do that to Joanna, but Joanna, see, I'm gonna tell you, and AT&T, they don't get enough credit, man. They don't get enough credit for the study that they do on other fighters. AT&T, they masterminds at that. Joanna studies fighters, okay? I'm just trying to tell you, Joanna, I don't like Joanna, but I gotta give the woman props. I gotta give her props. She's going to study fighters. You think Joanna didn't study that Jessica Andrade does that? I mean, do you guys really think that Joanna didn't study? Joanna studied it. So Joanna already knew what to do. She stuck her hand out. And that stopped her from getting dropped on her head. Because had Joanna gotten dropped on her head, she probably would have gotten finished too. And then Joanna, she was able to get up from that position and continue to dominate Jessica Andrade. Okay? The thing of it is, man, Jessica Andrade, she met her match. Her chin failed her. And I also said that Jessica Andrade cannot use her chin to win fights, man. And Jessica been getting away with that for so long is using her chin. That's what that's what she got away with in the past. Jessica would walk through shots and then, get a hold of the person, and then that's the end of the fight. See, this is what Jessica has been doing. It didn't work in this situation. Weili Zhang, she met somebody who was a strong puncher, who was fast, and so Jessica met the match. She met it. And that's just what it is. Okay? It's crazy. Stamina, I don't know. I hope that Jessica really and truly, I hope she, takes this to heed, man. Because I still see the same Jessica. She's not cutting off the octagon. She's not utilizing jabs. No feints, no head movements. Jessica Andrade isn't doing anything. Except the same thing. And Chris Cyborg was in that whole shoot box system. She was in it, and she had a lot of success in it. But Chris knew that she had to really, really get out of the shoot box system. Now there are some things a shoot box that really is good. There are a lot of fundamentals in shoot box that still you can use today. But you cannot continue to use the shoot box system because what it does, it teaches you how to go out on your shield. And that's not what you want to do. You don't want to go out on your shield. What you want to do is you want to technically be in the fight. And Jessica Andrade was never technically in this fight to begin with. She was never technically in the fight. She wasn't there, y'all. When I saw Jessica following Weili Zhang around the octagon, I said, man, this fight's over. When I saw Weili Zhang deliver a very stiff jab to Jessica's face, I said, this fight is over. And then Jessica just ducked in. She ducked in and tried to full steam ahead. She attempted to pick Weili Zhang up, but Weili Zhang wisely put Jessica in a Muay Thai clinch, and she need Jessica for dear life. Weili Zhang was fighting for her life, okay? And I'm telling you, Weili Zhang was fighting for her life because Weili Zhang knew exactly what was about to happen. And when Jessica ducked her head to go for the pickup, Weili Zhang already prepared. She knew. She started kneeing Jessica with everything she had. Had Weili Zhang not have invoked the Muay Thai clinch on Jessica Andrade, Weili Zhang would have been another victim of the head slam. She would have. She made Jessica eat those knees. If Jessica doesn't do something different, the jig is up. You're going to know how to beat Jessica Andrade. The jig is up. The jig is up. You are going to know how to beat Jessica Andrade. You're going to know. And see, I don't want people to think, well, Coach Shelton Harrison is picking on Jessica. Coach is picking on Jessica. I'm not. I'm pointing out the obvious, y'all. This girl don't move her head. This girl don't know how to utilize a jab, even if she tried to. Jessica don't know how to throw a jab, y'all. Have you ever watched a girl do mitts? You watch Jessica do mitts, that tells you the story. And as soon as I saw Jessica do mitts, I said, anybody with any kind of striking, that you're going to beat Jessica Andrade. Now, let me play devil's advocate, though. There are a lot of people saying that Jessica Andrade, the win over Rose Namajunas, was a fluke. No, it wasn't a fluke. Okay, she won. Okay? There's nothing else to say. Jessica Andrade won the fight. Rose Namajunas got picked up and slammed on her head. That's MMA. You can do that. Okay? You can do that. Okay? And there's a person here who says, why do I listen to them? I don't show my face. Why you want to see my face? I mean, a lot of people have seen my face, sir. A Lots of people. I mean, is it something you want to tell me? I mean, you can come on out, man. I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not gonna judge you at all, sir. Yeah, it's okay. I know these haters are still here, Danielle. He wants me to show my face. He wants me to show my face, and even though that's not his face, it's okay. We can let the hater listen because this is fifth account. It's all good. I understand. People listen because they like the show. And maybe you should sit back and shut up and listen to the show. I mean, Rugby Queen Sports Princess, she's seen my face. Stamina MC has seen my face. Hey, let's do this. Let's do a check. Let's do a check. Who's seen my face on here? Let's just do a check. I mean, we got some time. I got 2 minutes to deal with this. Okay. Eddie knows what I look like. Marcus, Rugby. Okay. Sport Princess. I mean, I've even, me and Sport Prince, we done hung out in person before. Olama Paloma, Stamina, Renee, Danielle. How you gonna explain all of this? Okay, time's up. I'm not gonna give him any more energy now. He's done. But guys, the thing of it is, man, Jessica Andrade, and I saw somebody in the comment section say that she's very interested in going to a Muay Thai camp. Well, I think that's what she need to do. I think that's what she need to do. Jessica Andrade needs to, because Jessica Andrade, if she don't, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. If Jessica Andrade don't go and learn some kind of Muay Thai or whatever, okay? Something is gonna happen, okay? And Jessica gonna get finished, man. Jessica gonna get laid out brutally, okay? Jessica lacked the jab. Willie Jean saw the jab. And I'm gonna tell you, man, in my breakdown video that I did this morning, Willie Jean threw like this looping hook, man. She threw, I mean, not Willie Jean, but Jessica Andrade threw this looping hook, okay? A very strong looping hook. And, had that hook connected, Willie Jean probably could have got in trouble. But Willie Jean, she quickly threw her hand up. Like when you do mitts, let me give you an example. Has anybody ever seen Floyd Mayweather and Roger Mayweather do mitts? Okay? Just let me know. Okay? Has anybody ever seen Floyd Mayweather and Roger Mayweather do mitts? Okay? My man TC Johnson up in the god doggone building. TC is in the building. Well, I tell you what. Some of you probably have, man. And y'all see when Floyd Mayweather, he'll throw his hands up. He'll put his hands up in the air, and then he'll block the punch. Willie Jean did the exact same thing, okay? She blocked the hook. She threw her hand up and blocked the hook. And Jessica was wide open. She threw this nice, sharp counter right to Jessica's jaw. And I'm talking about, man, that it was beautiful, man. It was a beautiful counter. And Jessica Andrade couldn't do nothing but eat it, because she threw this looping hand, and what Jessica will do, Jessica will drop one of her hands. She'll throw an overhand right, and then the other hand is there. So Willie Jean was like, okay, I'm going to block this. And then she came back with a left counter, and Jessica Andrade got staggered. Jessica never saw the left-hand counter coming. She never saw it. Okay? She never saw it. And I'm sitting back, and I'm like, man, like, it's crystal clear. But the reason why it became so clear, and Rugby Queen was right. My girl, Rugby, I mean, she was right. She studied this girl. And it's like, okay, it's crystal clear now. I should have listened. It's crystal clear. Me, I thought Jessica Andrade was going to land that one shot. I just thought that if Jessica stood in the pocket with Willie Jean long enough, Jessica was going to eat enough shots. I thought Jessica's chin was going to hold up against Willie Jean, and I figured that Jessica would catch Willie Jean slipping. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. I'm telling you, man. I hate to see, and people say, Coach, man, you really get on Jessica a lot. I just hate to see. I really, really hate to see, y'all, somebody with so many tools not even use them. I hate to see somebody with so many tools. Jessica got so many tools that you just can't. They're not there. Like, she's so athletic. Jessica Andrade is a physical specimen. And could you imagine if Jessica Andrade was training with Pavel? If she was training with Cyborg? If Jessica Andrade was at ATT? Do you really believe that Jessica Andrade would be fighting like this? If Jessica Andrade what if Jessica was at AKA? What if she was there? What if she was at AKA, y'all? Or what if Jessica could train Pavel? Well, train with Pavel. What if Pavel could get a hold of Jessica? Do you know what a really good trainer, okay, could do? I'm talking about a world-class trainer could do with Jessica. Man, Jessica would be freaking unstoppable. But Jessica don't see that. You know, I'm not a big fan of people leaving camps. I'm not a big fan of that, y'all. I'm not. But sometimes you got to really evaluate your situation. Okay? You've got to evaluate your situation. And you've got to understand, okay, listen, my striking hadn't gotten better. You know, my striking ain't better. I'm listening. You know, Jessica listens to her corner very well. Okay? I'm listening to my corner. They're telling me I got to do X, Y, Z. I'm doing X, Y, Z, but I'm not getting what I want out of this whole fight game. Somebody got to make a decision. And you know what? Maybe Jessica shouldn't even, get rid of maybe she shouldn't get rid of her team. Maybe she just needs to go elsewhere to get extra help. It's like Jessica need an MMA tutor. That's what she needs. Okay? Jessica needs an MMA tutor. She do. She needs a tutor. She needs somebody to fill in the blanks because Jessica is missing it. And if you're on this level, a world class level, and you don't know how to cut the octagon off yet, that's the end of that. That's the beginning of the end. Okay, I've told y'all the one-dimensional fighter, guys. The era of the one-dimensional fighter that's done. Okay, in 5 years, no one-dimensional fighters will be in the sport of MMA dominating. It's not gonna happen. Okay, every last one-dimensional fighter, man, they're gonna be getting beat up. Okay, and there's my broadcast partner, General Africa. He's in the building. Okay, my broadcast partner, General Africa, is in the doggone building. Okay, General Africa, I'm gonna send it out to him because we do this show together, and I definitely gotta really see what General Africa's thoughts are on this whole situation, this matter. Guys, this is General Africa. Okay, my broadcast partner does a really heck of a job. He's got his channel, General Africa. Talks about a lot of different issues. Saw my man Full Time MMA while I'm sending him the link. Saw my man Full Time MMA in the building. Full Time MMA has a great channel. He's been stifled by YouTube. The man should be at 30,000 subscribers by now. Full Time, very entertaining channel. I can't comment as much as I want to, but Full Time, just know that I am watching your channel, and I watch your channel a lot. And I just want to thank you for just making your channel one of the best channels out there. Okay. And I know, man, you're not getting the love you deserve, but, I'm finna give it to you, man, because I don't agree with you on everything. You and I, we argue like hell, but, you still my guy, man. You still my guy, okay? I'm rolling strong till the wheels fall off of Full Time MMA. I'm rolling strong, man. I can't wait. Them notifications go off. I see a Full Time video, man. I know I'm finna be entertained, okay? So General Africa will hopefully be joining in the broadcast. Okay. I want to talk about Khahbib and Poirer, okay? We pretty much know what happened to Jessica. I want to talk about Khahbib and Poirer. Okay, this is a pure matchup of a grappler versus a power puncher, man. Dustin Poirier is looking very confident right now, man. He's looking extremely confident, okay? Very confident. Confident to the point, man, that, could Dustin Poirier come up with an upset? I mean, is it possible? Khabib does something that, I don't like. Khabib, since he's not a striker, okay, Khabib Nurmagomedov, man, his chin is right there, gift wrapped. But here's the thing, though, man. Here's the thing, okay? You got to be able to hit his chin without being taken to the canvas. How do you do that? See what I mean? How do you do that? I watched the Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Al Alaquinta fight. I watched that fight a lot, man, because it showed really Khabib's toughness. because Khabib was going through hell with Al Alaquinta. He was going through hell in that fight. Okay, because you got a guy sitting here in front of you who done took your best shots, and he's still sitting there looking at you. Okay, you got a guy that you're known for your takedowns, and you got a guy in Al Alaquinta who can get up. Like Khabib went through hell with Al Alaquinta. And people keep saying that Conor McGregor gave Khabib his toughest bout. You know, I heard Chael Sonnen say, well, Conor made Khabib lose a round. Okay, listen, man. Chael Sonnen crazy. He must didn't look at that Alaquinta fight. Alaquinta gave that man hell, okay? He gave him hell. Alaquinta put everything he had into that fight. Khabib still won the fight, I mean, decisively. But Al Alaquinta did some things to Khabib that if you're smart, you'll watch that fight. If Dustin Poirier is smart, he'll watch that fight, okay? And hopefully I have time to do a full breakdown film study on both of these two. I really want to do that and break this fight, do a keys to victory. I want to do it. Um, Khabib's chin is up, man, and it's there to be hit. But see, do you throw a straight right hand down the pipe to catch Khabib on the chin? Do you try to do that? Because you know if you do that and he take you down, that's the round. He gonna win the round, okay? And he might even take your neck, okay? He might take your neck. He might even take your neck, and other than that, Khabib might can finish you. See, that's the chance that a guy. That's the chance that a guy like Dustin Poirier gonna have to take. Because a lot of fighters say Khabib is there. You can hit him, but will you take that chance of being on your back? Will you take that chance of him just getting in there and destroying you? That's the chance you take. And two, if you're a striker, see, Khabib, unlike Jessica Andrade, Khabib can cut the octagon off like nobody else can. And Khabib Nurmagomedov is a mastermind of closing down the space, the distance. This man can close the distance very quickly, and he's right there in your face. I've seen fighters like this. Kobe Covington comes to mind. You got people like you got Brianna Van Buren. You got Brianna Van Buren. Like as soon as the bell rings, they right there. They not trying to feel you out. They right there in your face, and they finna give you the business. That's Khabib Nurmagomedov. He's right there. Like you don't have time to think. Okay, let me paw this jab out. Here, let me do. Let me try to kick him in the leg. You don't have time. He's right there. Okay? But that Al Alaquinta fight showed me something, and it showed me a wrinkle in Khabib's game. And the only way that you're going to get through Khabib, okay, you got to frustrate him and make him to think to the point, okay, I'm having a hard time taking this guy down. I can't get him down. And what did Khabib have to do? Khabib had periods of time where he stood with God, I keep messing his name up, Al Alaquinta, okay? There were periods of time where he stood with Al Alaquinta. He stood with him. Stood right there in front of his face. And Alaquinta didn't take advantage of that. But Khabib got tired of shooting on Al. He got tired of it. He couldn't get him down at first. He still took him down 8 times in the fight. But Al, 8 out of 16? So that means 8 times Al Alaquinta got up. Khabib was frustrated. He was frustrated. And that's what you have to do to Khabib. If you can survive the man's takedown onslaught, if you can survive that, you got a shot. He can't keep trying to take you down for the whole. He can't. He can't keep trying to take you down for the whole fight, y'all. He can't do it. If you're constantly getting up, do you know how much energy is required to really try to keep somebody on the ground? Like, do you know how that's a lot of energy? Or you got somebody up against the cage and you still trying to trip them. That's a lot of energy, especially if they're not allowing you to take them down. That's a lot of energy. And my man General Africa, my broadcast partner General Africa is in the building. General Africa's here, guys, with everybody. Salute to General Africa. How you doing, sir?
What's going on, Coach? Salute to everybody.
Hey,
Thanks for having me on, bro.
hey, man. Thanks for being here, man. This our show, man. This our show.
Yes.
So General Africa, real quick, man. We got a little time, man. Give me, really your honest thoughts, man, about what happened with the Jessica Andrade. Cause we'll go back to that so you can see it. The Jessica Andrade
Yeah.
and Weili Zhang matchup, and I'm gonna put myself on mute.
Okay. Um, Man, I was wrong. Shoot. I'll always come on here and say, okay, I got that one wrong. Um, like you said, I think you mentioned this in the post fight. You know, she was coming in with her hands down. She was coming in, and yeah, I thought Andrade was going to win. I did, um, but at the same time, you know, I did agree with you, and I do agree with you that Andrade, she hasn't really improved over the years, and I've said that. And I think I've defended Jessica Andrade more than a lot of people. You know what I mean? You know, I like her as a fighter, but I recognize her deficiencies and the holes in her game. And you know, I agree with you then. I agree with you now that she hasn't really evolved a lot. And I remember when you'd say you'd even leave the opening for like, maybe Andrade can't get to another gym. But I didn't say anything, but even in the back of my head, I'm like, but I try to relate to somebody, but at the same time, it's like, well, you're champion, and I mean, people do this. Like this is your life. This is what people do. Now, some people do stay in their gym, and Holly Holmes done that, but it's not like you can't. I mean, Jessica, I moved across the damn country. Now I know it's different. It's Brazil, and Jessica Andrade doesn't have a lot of money, but she's a champ. I mean, this is what you do. So the keeping her hands down, uh, not being able to cut off the octagon. I mean, the issues that came up in that fight, you know, me looking back at it, I think that Zhang, she started off with the leg kicks, and she did a good job with that. And uh, I immediately noticed that Jessica Andrade, she was kind of walking in with her hands down. She started swinging left hooks. Now the left hooks, they weren't too wild, but for any good counter punch, is going to leave you open. All right, that's not a good start. And then she starts doing those wild punches, and she gets countered. And then one of those counters friggin' knocks her block off. She starts stumbling. She's dazed a little bit right there. And then, like you said, the knees to the body were key. She was getting, I mean, those were some brutal knees. People might not, I mean, I don't know. They didn't look. No, those were hard knees. And then she got clocked that one good time, and that was it. And what's funny? I think that people talk about early stoppages. I think even though she was hurt, you know, okay, if some of you guys are calling early stoppages for some of these other fights, then I mean, why not just say it for this too? That's just me, I mean, because I do she was out, but some of the early stoppage stuff, I mean, he should have called it. He should have called it, but it is what it is with that. But I mean, look, man, I question, is Andrade going to be a champion for a long time? Well, here it goes. She's going to have to. Jessica Andrade is going to have to switch gyms, and she's going to have to um, do the uncomfortable. And I'm not saying that she can't do that. I believe she can. She's gotten this far, but she's going to have to kind of work on different aspects of her game. I think you're right with the Muay Thai thing, but she's going to have to, because that girl was swinging wild in there, man. And salute to Zhang. She went into fight or flight mode. It was like, let's go. Some people, they get in that moment and they slow down. They stall. She didn't do it. So uh, hats off to Weili Zhang.
And definitely, man. And and for people saying, "Oh, man, General African coach, man, they don't disagree on anything." Well, I mean, he's a Jessica Andrade fan. I'm not really a big fan of Jessica. I've come on here and said some like I've let Jessica have it many times. So, there you go, right here. My broadcast partner, General Africa, doing what it do, man. We getting into this. But okay, so now we're gonna fast forward, man. We're talking about Khabib and Poirier, okay, and then we'll
Okay.
catch up, and then we'll get to Cerrone and Gaethje. Um, Khabib and Poirier, man, this is gonna be a good showdown. Khabib and Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier seems very confident, as I was saying earlier. He seems confident. He seems as if hey, he's upset minded. Now, Khabib, me just this morning really looking at a lot of film on Khabib. One fight to me stuck out, man. Not the McGregor fight. And see, everybody, they go, hey, well, Khabib lost around to Conor McGregor. Khabib lost around. But you know what, though? Khabib had problems with Al Alaquinta, with Raging Al. Had problems with that guy in the beginning, man. Like, Al just wouldn't go away. Seriously, okay? Al just wouldn't go away, okay? Al would not go away. He was there. And Khabib whole thing is, listen, I'm gonna take you down. Well, what do you do if somebody continue to get up? Like you think you got him down, and you want to ground and pound him to death because that's your style, and then they get up. Like kept getting up. So Khabib, you can see, was very, very, very visibly frustrated. Okay, you can tell that he was a little frustrated. You can definitely tell, like, okay, what do I got to do to this dude? What do I need to do to this dude to get this dude up out of here? Like, and and Alaquinta, when I really look at him sometimes, man, he kind of will piss you off, man.
Yeah,
He kind of
coach,
will
quick
piss you off.
thing,
Go ahead.
not to cut you off, but quick thing. Hey, real. Okay, I'm not one of these real PC sensitive guys. I get it that some people, that's what they, I see you got the Confederate flag. That's what I'm talking about. That's cool and all. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I haven't spoken to, but okay, so you're on thin ice already. And now you're talking to Stamina MC talking about maybe you should donate. Look, Stamina C has been a solid brother on this channel for
Hey,
years. I don't recognize you, but you're on thin ice, man.
hey, General.
So
I
yeah,
already gave Stamina. I already gave him the power. Don't worry. Stamina got the power.
I just wanted
And
to.
and you probably know what I mean. I already gave Stamina the power. Okay, you'll get it. Trust me.
Yeah,
You'll get it.
no, I
You'll get
got
it.
you.
You'll get it in about 60 seconds. Stamina
Mm-hmm.
MC got the power.
Yep.
Oh man, funny. Okay, but anyway, the thing of it is, man, Khabib Nurmagomedov, he keeps his chin up, man. But here's the problem, and I said this earlier before you came on. Okay, do you take that chance? Okay, do you take that chance? Do you throw your money punch to hit Khabib in the chin? Because what if Khabib can withstand your punch? What if? Okay, what if? What if he does it? Well, guess what happens? Okay, guess what happens? You go to the ground. And real quick, in general, we'll address the situation here real quick. Hold on one second, because you addressed it. Um, Stamina MC, you got the power. Do what you need to do, man. Okay, it's on you. I'm gonna keep the flow of it, man. Uh, Let me see. Hold on. Let me make sure I hook Stamina up. I hook Stamina up. So Stamina want to go ahead and
Full
hold on.
time shot up. Yeah,
Man,
full time not he not
I thought
full
I
time
gave.
not over here, man.
Hold on, Stamina MC. Let me make sure. See, I gave Stamina that. I gave him the power, man. I thought he was gonna go over there
Yeah.
and ice that dude.
And it's funny, Coach. Quick sidebar: the people come on. Oh, you guys are racial. You like this guy has a Confederate flag. I mean, look, I don't like that because I don't like what it stood for. But it is what it is. Some people are going to do that. That's cool. So you're on thin. So that's one. And then now I just see you now. You trying to come at my boy Stamina.
Yeah, I gave.
Assuming Stamina ain't tripping. He ain't tripping. But I'm just
Nah, I gave
yeah,
Stamina that wrench. Stamina, hey man,
yeah,
Stamina, hey, use your wrench, man. Hey, you the man. You feel like you need it? Hey man, that's what it's for.
yeah.
Man, nah, I know you don't get mad. I know you don't get angry, Stamina. Hey, but the wrench, man, that's you, man. Go ahead, do what you need. You get tired, hey, man, I trust you, man. You the man. Okay, Stamina MC, everybody. Stamina MC. Also got good music, man. Man, I love his music, man. Stamina MC got some real good music. And I didn't know that. I didn't know that about this guy. This guy, Stamina MC
Stamina's
is a
not the type of
beast.
dude. Stamina's
Stamina.
not the type of dude to just you know be more laid back with it. He's not trying to. I respect that about Stamina because I didn't know either.
Yeah, man, Stamina's good. Okay,
He's a
so
cool
my
customer.
final thoughts, but General, my final thoughts, man, on the whole Dustin Poirier and Khabib situation. Dustin Poirier does have a chance, man. He has a chance, but will he take a chance? See, my thing is he has a chance because see, when people get in there with Khabib, it really, Khabib looks. If you're watching him from the outside of the octagon, right, he looked like there's nothing there. Like, okay, like how is this guy beating everybody when his stand up is not really there? You know, how's this guy beating everybody? Like, what is he doing? Because his striking is not like it's not terrific. He don't have great striking. It's okay. He don't have great striking. But it's like Khabib is like Jesus in there. As soon as soon as Khabib the Jesus touch him, these people fall at their feet. They fall out. As soon as Khabib touch you, it's like you're on the ground. Okay, as soon as he touch you. I mean, you saw what he did to Michael Johnson, man. He brutalized Michael Johnson. He brutalized Edison Barboza. Edison Barboza thought he was gonna go in there and kick the legs from under Khabib. Khabib wasn't having that, man. Khabib wasn't having none of it. He shut all that down. Took Edison Barboza down. Barboza couldn't do what he wanted to do, man. And they said that, ooh, Edison Barboza was the guy that could catch Khabib tripping. You know, Edison Barboza got knockout power. He got this. He got this. Man, Khabib shut that down, man. I'm talking about shut every bit. Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson's athletic enough to do it. You know, Michael Johnson sure can get the job done if he land. Shut Michael Johnson down. Shut him down. Okay? And then they said, well, Al Alaquinta ain't even have a chance. He didn't have a chance. He didn't have a chance. But Al Alaquinta went in there, man. And Al Alaquinta, he didn't give up. And unfortunately with Khabib, you've got to have that, okay? You can't go in there and be defeated before you get in there. And you can't, if Khabib take you down the first time, you can't accept that position. And I saw Raging Al would not accept the position. He just wouldn't assume the position, as I like to say. He just wouldn't do it. Al Alaquinta was getting up. I'd be watching that fight, man. See, the Conor McGregor fight, yeah, he lost a round against Conor McGregor. But the Al Alaquinta fight really, really, really can tell you exactly where you can get in with Khabib. See, nobody is skillful enough to do it. But however, could Dustin Poirier be skillful enough to do it? Could he? Could Dustin Poirier be skillful enough to do what 28 other people tried to do? Okay? 28 other people tried and they failed. All 28. Is Dustin Poirier going to be number 29? Dustin Poirier got he got one hit of quitter power. It's there. He can do it. Okay? He can do it, but is he going to be able to do it? Khabib don't do a lot of head movement, but Khabib's foot movement is very good. His foot movement is very good. His lateral movement is very good. Khabib, I like the angles that Khabib uses. So, see, Khabib is not the guy that's going to come at you straight ahead all the time. Khabib is going to take an angle. And I'm going to tell you, man, it's a beautiful thing watching Khabib at work, man. And why haven't I done a Khabib Nurmagomedov film study? I don't know why. You know what? I need to get on the ball, man. I got so many film studies I need to be doing, but I need to get on the ball because Khabib, yeah, he don't have the striking, but man, the guy does some other good stuff, man, and just have your mouth drop. Like, how did he do that? How did Khabib Nurmagomedov do that? Um, I like Dustin Poirier. I like him, man, because Dustin Poirier, he's not afraid, and Khabib is gonna have a time. Khabib got to break him, and I felt like Khabib couldn't break Raging Al. I felt like he couldn't do it. I felt Raging Al still believed that he had a chance. And if Khabib can't really break you right off the jump, then it's not gonna work. Okay. All right, my man, the great benefactor in that super chat, man. Super chat, huge, huge donations. They're all huge. Okay. Let me tell you, anything is better than zero. My man, the great benefactor in that super chat, man, showing love, showing love. Okay, General Africa, your final thoughts, man. Your final thoughts on the Khabib Poirier fight before we move on to Gaethje and Donald Cerrone.
Yeah, man. Like, look, Khabib is skilled, man. Grappling, wrestling skills. The dude is strong. The dude's strong, and I think that's part of the reason why when he gets his hand on people, I mean, the dude is skilled, man. I mean, you can't. Nobody can take. Nobody will even argue. The point that Khabib doesn't have grappling skills, wrestling skills. When this guy gets his hands on you, it's dang near over, bro. It's dang near over. So I'm gonna just come out and say this. If Poirier beats Khabib, that's gonna be one of the biggest upsets of the last few years, man. I'm just because that's just how confident I am in Khabib. I believe that Poirier has the skills, if he lands that punch, but Khabib is that good. People talk about Nunes and Cyborg. Those were two of the best, women with power as well, going up against each other. That wasn't really like I thought Cyborg would win, but that wasn't really some crazy. Like, it was crazy how it went down. That wasn't like this crazy upset to me. You know what I mean? Khabib If Poirier beats Khabib, man, that's gonna be crazy. But in regards to the Iaquinta fight, yes, you know, Iaquinta, Khabib struggled with Iaquinta because what Iaquinta did, he stood in the pocket, he took punches, and then he countered. You know what I mean? He countered, and Khabib struggled with that. Poirier's gonna have to do something like that. I think Poirier has more power than Iaquinta. So, I mean, Poirier could finish this, but I don't see it happening, man. If he does, it's gonna
Oh,
be a crazy upset.
okay, and that's General Africa's final thoughts. Hey man, my man full time MMA, full time MMA in the super chat, man. He said this is his first ever super chat. He said real reels are beta. I can't do it like he do it, man. He said full real reels are beta. That's full time MMA, guys. Go
my,
subscribe
my
to the
brother full
channel.
time.
Yeah, man. Go subscribe to the channel, man. It's a good channel, man. Hilarious, man. He does raps, does skits. My all-time best full-time moment is full-time versus El Chapo. Man, that's my greatest full-time moment, man. That video was legendary, man. I can't even find it no more. I can't find that video no more, man. I can't find it, man. I was laughing my PG-13 channel off watching that video, man. God, dog. Yeah, you got to see it, General. Full-time versus El Chapo, man. You know, General. And we got a little time here, man. We got a couple more minutes, man, before we get to the next fight. You know, what's going on, man? Like they just don't make trolls like El Chapo anymore, do they, man? They just don't do it. You know, El Chapo had heart. He got on live, and full time roasted that guy hard, but it was funny. It was funny, man. And Full Time said, "This is my first super chat of any channel ever. Man, I feel honored, man. God, dog. Just got my second interview for a second job. Alpha!"
Let's go.
I can't say it. Full Time said, he didn't put his face on cam. Beta!
Full time, he thought he threw his betas.
Man, it's funny, man. It's funny when he be doing that, man. That's funny, man. Like, I was, man, I was drinking some tea, man, and, I spit it, man, and, my girl was like, what the hell are you doing?
There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah, John. Chapo was laughing, man. Chapo thought it was funny, man. You know what, though? Chapo, boy, I don't know. He done disappeared off the earth, man, because, dude, he used to give us some views, man. He used to give us some video views, man. El Chapo, man. That's the number one troll. Y'all trolls need to take some pointers from El Chapo. That's what y'all need to do. See, y'all don't troll right.
Well, they want him
uh,
to come on camera.
oh yeah, okay. Yeah, stamina ain't playing with them. In a manner of speaking, yes, they suffer from the same issue, but since this channel is more WMMA focused, you'll hear. Oh, okay, yeah. Uh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Olathe. Okay, that's a good question, man. That's a good question. Okay. So he said, okay. So now will I give Khabib the same criticism as Jessica and tell him he needs another team? Okay. So here's my thing with that, okay? And I'm gonna be as honest with you as I can because you definitely a straight dude, man. I mean, the thing of it is, man, Khabib is doing some fundamentals right. And you know what? And Paloma, I gotta do that film study, man. So you're forcing me to go do the film study, so I'm gonna need to do it. Khabib does a lot of things correct in the octagon where Jessica don't. Khabib, he's not one to follow you around the octagon. Khabib is a mastermind at cutting off the octagon. And see, if you're a wrestler, you have to know how to do that. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you can't cut off the octagon, then strikers, pure strikers, they going to eat you up with a jab, okay? And you're going to follow them and they're going to be eating you up. But see, if you can take angles at these people, you limit the striker. And Khabib has done mountains of work limiting strikers. See, for some reason, you got to think, man, Khabib, these strikers, they don't go in and punch Khabib to death. Have you ever noticed that? Khabib Nurmagomedov shuts him down. So see, he's doing something that's working for him. Okay, it's working, but he don't fight like Jessica. Jessica don't use any kind of head movement. He don't do anything at all. Khabib don't either, but Khabib uses
How?
foot movement.
How you gonna
Uh-oh,
explain
somebody
this?
cut me.
Coach Shelton Harrison, there never be no comparison. You're live on the show. Sit back and have a listen.
Salute, coach.
Boy, that thing get me every time, General. That how you gonna explain it? Shout out to my man Dark Truth in the PayPal chat, man. And we doing this month for our girl Pam Bam Sorensen. Pam Bam Sorensen hey man, that's my girl. Okay, that's my girl. Pam Bam. Shout out to Dark Truth, man. Solid brother, man. Solid brother. Dark Truth better have his wrench. He should have his wrench, okay? And so, yeah, and I know I gave him a wrench, man, but thanks to Dark Truth, man. That's my guy. Oh, okay, but let me finish, Joe. Let me finish telling you, okay, about Khabib. So Khabib, he does some things right. He's able to shut down strikers. And that's the reason why Khabib don't need to change his teams. Because he's not getting caught. Okay? He's not getting caught like that. Jessica Andrade is getting caught, man. And if we go back in the fights, man, Jessica was getting caught by Rose. She was getting caught by Joanna. Joanna was killing her, man. Like Joanna was hitting this girl every time you turn around. And Jessica couldn't do anything about it. She couldn't cut the octagon off. She was getting hit in the face by Claudia Gadelha. Claudia Gadelha was teeing up on her. And to be honest, if Claudia could have kept the fight standing, Claudia could have won the fight. Claudia could have beat Jessica. And that's the thing. That's the problem with Jessica. Khabib is not taking the kind of damage that Jessica is. Okay? And I knew, Paloma, that it was a matter of time before Jessica Andrade was going to get clocked by somebody who could hit. I knew it. Khabib is different. These guys, they're not going to try to punch Khabib in the face because Khabib is going to slip up under those straight punches and he's going to take you down. See, Khabib got that in his arsenal. If I do a comparison, man, if I do a ring by ring comparison on how Khabib would have approached a fighter like Weili, okay, I'll tell you an example. Michael Johnson fights in a similar style as Weili. I mean, it's similar. They're not the same. I'll just say similar. Okay, look at what Khabib did to Michael Johnson, okay? How he was able to disarm Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson tried to hit him. Khabib slipped up under the shots, took Michael Johnson down. Jessica Andrade ain't doing that, okay? I mean, even Tatiana Suarez does that. She'll slip up under a weak jab, and she'll take you down. Jessica need to learn a lot of things, man. She got to learn some stuff. But I'm going to tell you what's so amazing about Jessica Andrade. The amazing thing about Jessica Andrade is that she was able to do it this way. Jessica reached the echelon, the upper echelon of fighting. Jessica became the champion, y'all, with little to no training in the skill set that she's trying to do. Jessica became a champion, literally with little to no skill set, all athleticism. That in itself, that's amazing. Okay, that's amazing in itself. Could you imagine, Paloma, how much better Jessica would be if Jessica went and got even just Muay Thai? Because they're going to teach her how to cut the octagon off. They're going to teach her how to do that. They're going to teach her how to throw some jabs. They're going to teach Jessica how to do these things. And when Jessica Andrade gets these things, Jessica Andrade is going to be a beast. Okay? She's going to be a beast. But we'll close it out with that, okay? I got Khabib winning the fight, okay? I do have Khabib Nurmagomedov winning this fight. I think Khabib is going to find a way to shut down not Dustin Poirier, but he's going to find a way to shut Dustin Poirier's offense down. That's what he always does. The threat, though, of Dustin being able to connect is there, okay? And I'll just say that, the threat is there. Okay, General, let me start with you, man. Donald Cerrone versus Justin Gaethje. Your thoughts, man?
Okay, so I gotta do a film study on Justin Gaethje, for me to really, because I don't want to come on here and say like, oh, Justin Gaethje needs to do, Justin Gaethje needs to do this and he needs to do that, and I'm not even like super familiar with him. I know that Gaethje's, he had some good wins against some guys, but then again, some of those guys, like I haven't seen Michael Johnson. I haven't seen the Michael Johnson Khabib fight. I'm not too familiar with Edson Barbosa. Um, Seen a little bit of Eddie Alvarez and Poirier, but I need to touch up on my Justin Gaethje game. But it's going to be an interesting fight to see what Cerrone did, what Cerrone does to him. Who was the last fight with Donald Cerrone? Was that the Perry fight?
Hold on. I'm sorry. I was on mute. Donald
Yeah,
Cerrone's
it's all
last
good.
fight. You know, I
Yeah.
don't. I can't. I know he lost. He got beat up pretty bad too. It was somebody beat him up too, man. They beat him up bad. I don't remember the men too. Okay, well that's fine. That's what we got Google for. See,
Yeah.
guys, I'm not afraid to use Google. I'm not afraid to use Google. But somebody in the comment thread, they will beat me. They'll beat me to it. I know he got beat up pretty badly. I want to say it was Donald Cerrone. Yeah, it was versus no, it was a Korean zombie. I think. Uh,
Okay.
I think it was a Korean zombie. Nope, Tony Ferguson.
Yeah.
God, dog. Yeah, Tony
Okay. So
Ferguson beat
Tony
the brakes.
Ferguson.
Okay, Tony Ferguson beat the brakes off that dude, man. I'm talking about,
Yeah, I
man.
don't know what.
I felt bad for Cowboy, man. I did, man. I felt bad for him, man, because Tony Ferguson was, and Cowboy Cerrone had no answers whatsoever, man. None, none. He
Yeah,
was
see, it
trying.
was
He
round
was. He
four.
was a
Yeah.
live dog, General. He was a live dog, man. But God, dog. Now I remember because I think it was Dan. Dan was the referee in there, man. No, he beat Mike Perry. See, I knew it wasn't Mike Perry. I know he beat the hell out of Mike Perry.
Cerrone
Mm,
fights a lot, man.
yeah, man. Dude done had almost, what, 50 fights, man, as a professional. But it's probably about time for him, man, to be done. But I'm going to tell you, man, I think Cowboy Cerrone can beat Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje, man, he's a blood and guts type of warrior, man. He's a blood and guts warrior, man, Justin Gaethje. And how do I say this, man? Justin Gaethje is another one of these guys that I feel bad for, man. Cause when he done fighting, this guy ain't gonna be a bit of good, man. When Justin Gaethje done fighting, he ain't gonna be a bit of good. And you know what the funny thing about Justin Gaethje is, man? The guy actually understands how to fight. He knows how to do stuff, man. But Justin Gaethje chooses to fight in a phone booth. That's what he want to do. That's his style. He wants to fight in that phone booth. And I feel bad. This dude done took hits, blows after blows after blows, man.
Yeah.
Man. I feel bad because he ain't gonna be a bit of good, man. He ain't gonna be, and my girl Valentina Shevchenko say it ain't cool to sit there and get hit. That's what she say, man. Valentina say it's not cool to sit there and get hit. It ain't cool.
It ain't. So
And
where do you see? So, or how do you think Cowboy Cerrone is going to come in? How do you think? What kind of approach do you think he's going to take in the fight?
I think Cerrone going. You know what? I think Cerrone might try to start at a distance with him. Um, I think Cowboy Cerrone is a better skilled fighter than Justin Gaethje. And I don't see. I think Cowboy Cerrone he's gonna get drawn into the slugfest with Justin Gaethje. That's what he wants. He's gonna get drawn in, but I think Donald Cerrone is a more technical striker than Justin Gaethje. But here's what I say: but if Justin Gaethje catch you though, if he catch Donald Cerrone, Justin Gaethje got some power, man. That boy can hit. But it's kind of like he's that brawler, man. And man, those brawlers, man, they just don't last long in MMA, man. They just don't. It's not a style that's gonna get you very far. It's gonna take you only but so far, and then I mean you're gonna lose. It's gonna take you only but so far. You're gonna lose, man. That brawling, it just don't work, man. It just don't do it. Amanda Nunes used to do that early in her career, man. She stopped that. She stopped that brawling, and you're right. She changed teams. Chris Cyborg, she reverted back to brawling, got knocked out. I mean, Justin Gaethje done been knocked out before trying to brawl. I mean, the brawling, it just don't work, man. It just don't. And the more skillful the opponent that you got in front of you, okay, then the more likely you are to get knocked out as a brawler. Justin Gaethje gonna do the same thing, man. Okay, same thing. He
Yeah.
gonna come in. He
Yeah.
gonna swing for the fences. And Cowboy Cerrone, I think, gonna catch him. You know what? And Justin Gaethje, he's available for a head kick. Okay, Justin Gaethje is available for a head kick. Like, I kid y'all not, man. There are a couple of different ways that Cowboy Cerrone can knock this dude out, man. It's a few ways. He can take a step back, man. While Justin Gaethje trying to come straight ahead, he can take a step back and set him up for a head kick. Like, here's what I would do. I'm gonna tell you, if I was fighting Justin Gaethje and if I was skillful, this is what I do. Justin Gaethje gonna come right at you, man. I would hit him with a push kick to the solar plexus. Okay, I would hit him with a push kick to kind of back him up, man. Hit him in the gut. Okay, then he gonna feel that push kick. He gonna come back. Then I pop him with a jab. Then I hit him with a leg kick, and then I hit him with another teeth kick. And then see he'll come back in again, and you know how he gonna react. I would feint low to the body, but then I would come back up top with a head kick and knock him out. That's what I would do to him, cause he ready for it, man. He ready for it, and I think Cowboy Cerrone gonna get this one, man. I don't know, but I think the brawling for Justin Gaethje, man. And you know I'm gonna tell you something, man. Justin Gaethje is a good ass coach, man. You know when he was on the Tough Show, man, he was a good coach, man. Like I really like the guy as a coach, man. Like he know how to motivate the fighters. You know, the fighters, they wanted to fight for him, man. Like they wanted to fight on his team. They really did want to fight on his team. You know? I mean, gosh, man. It's a shame that somebody who know how to, who's got a ground game, he knows how to grapple. He just don't use it, man. So,
Sometimes guys get in there and it just, they just got too much heart for their, for their own good. You know what I mean? I think coaching might be something, really good for him, for Gaethje going, once he retires and all that. You know what I mean? Because when you can motivate your fighters, when you can motivate your athletes, that, that makes a huge difference, man. A huge difference. But to Paloma's question, and that was a great question, related to this, when you have such large holes in your game, you're gonna lose. And that's the difference between Khabib and Jessica Andrade. Khabib is a martial artist, man. He's a martial artist. He does have certain holes in his game a little bit, when it comes to striking. He does. He does. But at the same time, he does so many good things you know, in that aspect of the game. You know what I mean? He don't get hit a lot. And the thing about Khabib is that he does so many different things real good, man. So with Andrade, you can't cut off the ring, you sloppy, it's a little bit different. And then with Gaethje, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? When you got such big holes in your game, man, it's just you're gonna have a short lifespan as a fighter. That's just what it is. It's just what it is. And I didn't think Andrade would last that long because the glaring holes, the not being able to cut off the octagon, the head, the lack of head movement could be past those things. You know what I mean? And that separates the great fighters like Khabib and certain other ones, despite the holes in their game, from the others.
and that's the legendary General Africa, man. Okay, your final pick, man. Okay, and I don't know, I know you hadn't watched a whole lot of Justin Gaethje and a lot of Donald Cerrone, but I mean,
Well, I see a
just
little bit of Cerrone, but I'm gonna go with Cerrone.
okay, all right. I'm torn, man, because I'm like, my heart's saying Cerrone is more technical and can win this fight, but part of me saying, dude, he gonna get drawn into a slugfest, man. I don't, I don't know, man. I'm kind of 50-50. I'm on the fence right now. I'm on the fence, man. I'm really on the fence. But General Africa got Cerrone. Let's go to the comment section, okay? All right, so comment section. Who do you have winning this fight, okay? Who do you have winning this fight? We're looking for the comment section to go ahead and hook it up for us and tell us what it do, okay? And shout out to the people in the comment section. Shout out to my man Paloma. Shout out to my man Full Time MMA at Work. Listen to the live stream. Shout out to my girl Danielle Hampleton. Danielle Hampleton said Justin Gaethje. She says Justin is gonna win. Okay, let's see how many votes we get, and we'll see what the crowd says. I see one for Justin. Let's see who else is coming on up in the building. Okay, and let me just keep giving out these shout outs. Okay, Eddie got Cowboy, so there's 1 and 1. Okay, one for Cowboy, one for Justin. Okay, and we're looking in the comment section. Okay,
Come on, we gotta see what your pick is.
got to see what your pick is, guys. Okay,
Who you
two
going
for
with?
Cowboy. Two for Cowboy. Robert Henley said Cowboy. Okay, that's four. 4-1 for Cowboy. Tay Tay Brown don't follow the men too much. God dog Tay Tay. Uh, Full time MMA, so it's 4-2, 5-2. Okay, full time MMA said Justin Renell Vitale said Cowboy. Okay, that's 4-3, 5-3. Okay, Pyrotechnics, my boy Pyrotechnics in here. Johnny 111. Okay, 6-3. Stamina's going for Justin 6-4. Can I thank everybody have voted? The people that's rocking with us. Okay, so it's 6-4 in favor of Donald Cowboy Cerrone. See if anybody else. Tay Tay Brown says she's sorry, General Africa. Okay, XA Gucci 23, the Tyron Woodley impersonator, is here. He's in the chat. XA Gucci can talk like Tyron Woodley, y'all. I'm telling you, man. Masterclass. Masterclass. Okay, guys. So the chat, the people that's talking, it's 6-4. Uh, okay, I can't talk much. Okay, Mike James. Mike James says Cowboy Cerrone, so it's 7-4 for Donald Cowboy Cerrone out of 11 people to vote. Okay, and you know what? I'm gonna put a poll up on my channel because I'm 50-50. General Africa. Oh, General Africa makes 8-4 for Cowboy Cerrone. I'm still in between, y'all. I'm still in between. Crap. Wait a minute. Have we got a pick from Marcus Bell? I don't think so. Okay, we ain't got a pick from Mr. Marcus Bell. Marcus Bell, hopefully you'll give us a pick. If not, I understand. You the man. Okay, last fight on the list, man. Let's talk about Joanne Calderwood versus Andrea Lee. Okay, General Africa, give us your breakdown of Andrea Calderwood versus Andrea Lee.
I think it'll be a good fight. I haven't seen too much of Calderwood recently. I'm gonna keep it real. I haven't really been following her too much lately. Um, but from what I know, she's a pretty good fighter. Um, Andrea KGB Lee, despite how I feel about her, she's a pretty good fighter. She's actually, she's real solid. So I think it'll be a good fight, man. I ain't
Oh,
got a, I don't know who I'm rolling with just yet.
okay. All right. This is a fight where I got Andrea Lee dominating this fight. Andrea Lee is going to dominate the fight. Okay. Joanne Calderwood is a good fighter, decent striker, but she's not on Andrea Lee's level. Okay. She's not on Andrea Lee level, and I'm just going to put it out there. Calderwood, she nice. She talks real nice, and you know, uh, nah. Okay. Andrea Lee finna get in there, and she finna totally destroy this girl. Um, it's levels to this. Okay. Calderwood is on one level. Okay. Calderwood is on one level. Andrea Lee is on another level. Okay. Andrea Lee, this is the same Andrea Lee who said, "Listen, listen, I ain't fighting Valentina right now. Okay, it's just not gonna happen. Okay." And she actually trained with Valentina, man, and they couldn't keep up. No, 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 it wasn't her. It was Montana De La Rosa trained with Valentina and couldn't keep up. That's who trained with her.
Okay.
But she said though, she came out in the media and said, "Listen, ain't nobody beating Valentina right now." But I do think though the fight her versus Valentina is an interesting matchup. Um, Andrea Lee has a style. It's very awkward. Okay. Her ground game, her jiu-jitsu is very good. It's top notch. Okay. I'm no fan. I'm not a fan of this girl. Okay. So don't anybody get this twisted. I'm not a fan, but I can sit here and break down a fight. Okay. I can break down a fight easily. Her jiu-jitsu is very good. Her submission game is on point. Her kicking game is good. Okay. JoJo Calderwood, her boxing is very, very good. And that's about all I can say that's very, very good with JoJo Calderwood. That's it. Okay? You're gonna need to do more than boxing to beat the likes of Andrea Lee. You are. Okay, you are gonna do more. You got to do more than box to win in a fight. JoJo Calderwood got hands though, man. But Andrea Lee, she's not gonna stand there, okay, and let you just throw hands at her. She ain't gonna do that. Andrea Lee has very good angles game, and when I say angles game, she can come at you from anywhere. The way she closes distance and cut down the octagon is very good. And her single leg takedowns are some of the best in the business, I think. Okay, she's got a lot of experience. Okay, She's got a lot of experience, and she went in there and she completely just destroyed Montana De La Rosa her last fight. Okay, she went in there and murked Montana De La Rosa. Montana De La Rosa didn't even have a chance, man. She ain't have a chance. Um, she just went in there and took the girl heart, broke her down, and did whatever she wanted to do. Because it's levels to this, man. There are two people in this division, man, who I think that they can beat everybody else in the division. That's Andrea Lee and Valentina Shevchenko. Okay? And you got Antonina Shevchenko in the division, but you guys know my thoughts about that. I think Antonina is back, but I still want to see her face a good wrestler, okay? And then I'll say this, okay? Antonina will be back, okay? Andrea Lee can do about everything, okay? But Andrea Lee's submission game, you can't ignore it, okay? You just cannot ignore her submission game. It's there, okay? If she gets you to the ground, she's going to submit you, okay? She's going to do it. That's just the way it is, okay? If you give up your back, Andrea Lee, she's going to take your back. She's going to submit you. If you give up your arm, okay, if you give up your arm, she's going to armbar you. Okay, she's going to do something to you, okay, that's going to submit you. And this girl can do a range of submissions, man. Um, JoJo Calderwood, the hands are real. And if JoJo Calderwood can get them combinations off, she might be able to, score. But that's about it, man. That's about it. I don't see where JoJo Calderwood is going to be able to overcome the deficit, the wrestling deficit. She gonna be able to roll on the ground with Andrew Lee. She gonna be able to do it, man. It's not gonna happen. Okay. JoJo Calderwood wrestling is good, is decent, but Andrew KGB Lee wrestling is above average, man. It's good. Her jiu-jitsu is great. Okay. I got Andrea. I got Andrea Lee by submission win in round three. Okay. So that's my pick for this particular fight. Andrea Lee
And
by submission.
one thing I'll say about Andrea Lee, man, she's solid in many aspects of the game. Like we said, ground game. She has good striking, good counter punching. She's a solid fighter, man, with experience. So she's a tough fight, man. She's and like you said, she pieced up Montana De La Rosa. And I'm not trying to get on her, but it really showed that fight with between Andrea Lee and Montana De La Rosa. It really showed where De La Rosa is, and the difference and like kind of like the skill level. I'm just keeping it real. So I'm not saying she can improve, but I mean Andrea Lee, she dominated that fight, and it showed how solid she is in all the aspects of the game. So this is a tough fight. From what I've seen of Jodo Carterwood, this really is going to be a tough fight for her, man.
Look, man, De La Rosa and Lee, they shouldn't have been in an octagon together, man. Okay, it's levels to this. And I kept telling people I was watching Andrea Lee back when she was in LFA, man. I was watching her back in her LFA days, and I can tell you this right now. She was doing, she was going there decimating people, man. She was taking them out of there. So I knew what she could do before she even got to the UFC. I already knew what she can do. Okay, I already knew what this fool could do. And I knew what De La Rosa can do, and I knew that De La Rosa, her skill sets, it's not there yet. Okay, now y'all think maybe in 2 or 3 years will De La Rosa be a force, a factor? Yeah, in about 2 or 3 years, but right now, nah, nah, she can't beat nobody in top five. She can't do it. Okay, it's just not gonna happen. Um, and hopefully, I could be wrong, but now Andrea Lee is gonna go in there and she's going to defeat JoJo Calderwood. Okay, this is a fight that I'm 100% sure about, and she's gonna win this fight, man. This fight, it's not hard to pick. Okay, it's not hard to pick. Um, Andrea Lee, most of the time, she's going to come at you. Okay, she's gonna come for you. She's coming for your neck. Okay, and I mean that figuratively, and I mean that literally. She coming for your neck, and she's gonna do everything she can to get a hold of your neck. Okay, and all the stuff that she had going with her husband, all this other stuff. She done managed to get through all that and still come in here and fight. That she got mental fortitude. She got it, cause boy, she's still getting criticism to this day. Like Deontay Wilder said, to this day, she's still getting
Yeah,
criticism, and she still got a deal. Or I guess that fool of a husband been arrested, but there it is, man. Anybody going through all that, and still able to get in there and fight, yeah, you know what? She'll win. So
Yeah, no, I hear you on that, man.
I got Andrea Lee by third round submission. Okay? Third round submission, Andrea Lee. Okay. So we have about maybe 10 to 15 minutes left, man. And we'll talk about some MMA news, man. Okay, in the news, Chris Cyborg is getting people to follow her on an app called TikTok. And on that app, Chris Cyborg is saying that, you guys are going to know my next move before everybody else will if you join on TikTok. Now, TikTok sponsors Chris Cyborg, okay? So I guess the more people that sign up, Chris Cyborg is going to get a cut, get a bag, whatever, but Chris Cyborg says she's going to announce on an app called TikTok, okay? And most of you know what TikTok is. You've seen it before. You've used it before. I really don't really care much for the app. I'll put it. I mean, I'll get it just to see, what she gonna do. But Chris Cyborg is saying very, very soon, okay, that we're gonna know what, who, and where she's going, okay. But she's 100% confirmed that it's not the UFC. Your thoughts, General?
Yeah, it'll be exciting to see what Cyborg goes. Let's get, got to get their money in it. I mean, as soon as it comes out on there, man, everybody's going to know. So that seems like that's cool. Uh, and so we're going to see pretty soon where Cyborg goes, and I'm excited to see. And she still says she's still open to the Nunes rematch, which I don't know if we're ever going to get, but she's still saying all the right things, and we'll just see where she goes. We'll just see where the queen, the goat, goes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see where the queen is gonna go. We'll see what she gonna do. Um, she got some moves she can make though, man. And don't doubt she can't make moves, man. People are saying that wherever she go, the pay will not equal to what the UFC gonna pay. People been saying this, and I'm like, well, I'm not really convinced of that. I think that Chris is gonna get a bag wherever she go. And there's some people throwing some serious money at Chris Cyborg. PFL is, and you know what? And I've been really hard on Kayla Harrison. I've been calling her hype job Harrison, but I tell you what, man, Kayla Harrison, I've earned a level of respect for. I'm still not a fan, but I've earned a level of respect. Kayla Harrison, she completely G-checked Brendan Schaub. Okay, she checked him, and I guess Kayla had reached a limit where, okay, I'm calling Chris out. I'm trying to get Chris to come to the PFL. I'm trying to do things, and I'm looking out trying to secure my own future. I'm trying to do this, but I think Kayla Harrison got out of business mode, and Kayla Harrison was like, okay, wait a minute. Now you talking about me too, because he was talking about that Chris Cyborg was enhanced. Okay, he said
Yeah,
Chris Cyborg is completely enhanced, and little girls wouldn't want to be like Chris Cyborg. And so Kayla Harrison said, wait a minute. You ain't never seen me in a dress. I'm built like a linebacker too. Like what the hell are you trying to say? Like what are you saying? And so Brendan Schaub tried to cover the whole thing up and said, no, 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 you're beautiful. Okay, General Africa, your thoughts on this? I'm gonna mute myself.
I can't stand when people do that. Like, listen, man, just say you don't like the girl. Stop lying and say, "Oh, I'm friends with this person." Oh, and it's like the same thing. Oh, I have black friends. Oh, I'm friends. Just stop, dude. Just say you don't like her. You know what I mean? Like, just be real about it. And you know what? I'm with you, man. I got to give respect to Kayla Harrison for she showed character and integrity. Brendan Schaub's, you know, talking PG-13 about Chris Cyber. Oh, she's enhanced, and people and girls wouldn't want to see her uh, in the octagon. Who says? Who says? There's a lot of girls that look up to Chris Cyborg. The dude was just, it just showed, man. It shows the dude's a phony. The dude's fake. I can easily come on here and say, look, I don't rock with Joanna Jacek. I don't mess with Bo Danglecheck. I don't really rock with Andrea KGB Lee. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Just say it. Just say it. But don't come on here and try and destroy Chris Cyborg's character and then talk about, oh, no, I like Chris Cyborg. No, you don't. Stop. Stop. And then he was simping it up for Kayla Harrison. Dude just embarrassed himself, man. But salute to Kayla Harrison. You know, I understand why she'd be upset. Here you are talking about her body and people wouldn't want to see her fight and stuff like that. And Kayla Harrison has a similar body type. She's built, she has muscle. She's thick. That's what it is. So you saying that about Cyborg, you are basically hurting Kayla Harrison because Kayla Harrison wants to fight her. So I mean, I was like, ugh, man.
I tell y'all what, man. I'm gonna tell you. Here go
And
the
dude's a
thing.
racist too. He's a
Eh,
racist too because he had an issue with that panel. He didn't have an issue with any of the UFC, the other panels or whatever that do MMA, but you have issue because it's three black people who know the sport, who have been involved in the sport for years, longer than your goof self has, much better than your goof self can.
Goofy
Look, you
ass
got
self.
propped up by Joe Rogan, man. It is what it is. You got propped up by Joe Rogan. That's why he called out. He don't like Dana White, so it was nothing for him to call out Dana White. But you notice he never called out Joe Rogan. Why is that? Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe they friends. Maybe they could be friends. But I tell you this, man. The whole thing. And I was about to say something, man. I can't. Oh, yeah. Now see, and it's funny. Eddie. Who was that? No, no, no. Who said that they like the thick girls? It's this is something that I gotta open my Patreon up for y'all, man. I gotta do it because I can't really have that discussion here on YouTube. But I can tell you why guys they don't like thick women, and it's pretty obvious. It's more obvious than you think, but it's a discussion, y'all. It's a discussion that it's a Patreon discussion. I'll put it to you that way, okay? Um, I won't have it here. Okay, won't have it here because some people will really get the Patreon's gonna be just for the OGs. Okay, it's gonna be for the people that don't get so triggered that they can handle it. Um, and I'll be talking about why people like Brendan Schaub they got something against women who are thick. Why they do. Okay, it's gonna be a good thing, and I'm gonna talk about that. Um, yeah, I've gained some respect for Kayla Harrison. I just didn't like all the clout chasing. I really didn't like that because I figured that she was better than that. I figured that she could, actually just do her own thing and keep winning and then, earn the right to do and say some of the stuff that she's saying. But, I'm going to, I'm going to give her a little a small pass for right now. Um, and, definitely want to see her do her thing because she is a good judoka. Maybe fix the other holes in her game. But and I could have went in on Kayla because Kayla Harrison did say though, I had an opportunity to fight Chris Cyborg, and I'm like, oh, okay. Now see, I didn't know that. I ain't know, but she admitted. She says, well, you know what? I wasn't ready, and that's all I wanted. Just to acknowledge that, hey, I wasn't ready. I'm not ready. I need to do more in the sport of MMA before we go that route. And see, with that being said, I'm like, okay, well, at least we know it because you got time to grow. Kayla Harrison got time to grow. But she checked Brendan Shaw for a matter of reasons, man, because she's in that category where, look, you know what? The bigger women don't already get no love anyway. They can barely find people for me to fight, and I kept saying it wasn't Kayla Harrison's fault that, people from 135 pounds, they got to come up to fight her because it ain't nobody. Or, they're there, but these people, they're not recruiting the people. So what is she going to do? Think about it. Like, what is she really, really going to do when there's nobody there? When you can't fight, when you don't have anybody to fight, they got to pull people up. What is she going to do? Nothing. I mean, she got to go in there and get it while they're getting good. And it sucks, man. And maybe the sport will have some kind of trend where they stop being so, conscious of what people think and just, it is what it is, man. Ain't nothing wrong with a plus size woman. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. If they can fight, they're even more attractive. They just don't get it though. These people, they don't get it. So it is what it is. He can say Chris is enhanced. And then Chris, and this for Chris, this dude ain't your friend. And if you go on his show and if he invites you, you need to confront this cat about this. You need to confront him. Don't smile when you see him because he ain't your friend. And he gonna try to explain himself. Well, Chris, I didn't mean anything by it. Nah, man, no, 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 no. You need to confront this guy and say, what did you mean by him in hands? Explain. She need to give Brendan Schaub the business, man. That's what she need to do.
The thing is, Chris has a big heart, so she'd be like, "Oh, this person's my friend," but some it's actions over words, man. So it's the same thing with Misha Tate. Misha Tate's not your friend. Uh, it's her business, but I mean, Misha Tate's not your friend. Brendan Schaub's not your friend. I'd be wondering if Clarissa Shields is, but maybe they're cool. But I know Misha Tate ain't, and same thing with Brendan Schaub. I go off of the actions.
Okay. General Africa says I go off they actions. Oh man. Okay. So let's do this last thing, and then we're gonna call it a day. Um, okay. Khabib Nurmagomedov said no to a Conor McGregor rematch. Okay. I actually want to hear your thoughts on this, General Africa.
Well, it's pretty cool because it showed that Khabib's not. Look, these guys gotta get money, man. So I ain't got no issue with that. But it showed that Khabib, he in this for, he's in this for more than the money and all that. Khabib's like, hey man, I don't need no rematch with Conor. I ain't chasing that. You know what I mean? So respect to him for that. If he just wanted the money, he'd be like, yeah, I want to fight. I'll fight Conor. I'll fight Conor. But he's like, it is what it is. And, I can respect a man like that because it's about principle.
Man, I was happy when he said it because he was just saying, F Conor McGregor, man. I don't need this dude. I'm my own man. I don't need this. And Khabib don't really fight for money, man. It's crazy, man, that Khabib said Dana can take that $2 million. He can take my. I don't care about that. I did what I had to do. When he jumped out, he jumped outside of the cage, man. That was funny. Khabib jumped out the cage and jumped in the crowd, man. That dude crazy, man. And he said, man, you know what? He said, yeah. He said, I don't I don't need the money. If Dana gonna keep my $2 million, that's fine. He can keep that. I don't care about that. I don't fight for money. I fight for me. I fight for legacy. Khabib is a legacy fighter. One of the very few legacy fighters left that's out there. But Khabib Nurmagomedov fights for his legacy, and I like it. He didn't need Conor McGregor, okay? He never needed McGregor, and McGregor need him though. See, Conor McGregor need Khabib to get another payday. See, McGregor's running around here now fishing, trying to find somebody that he can trash talk and get a huge payday. McGregor's a star now. We can't overlook the fact that he is a star. But you got to have somebody to dance with. And right now he needs Khabib, and Khabib ain't trying to hear it. He ain't giving Conor McGregor no play. See, Conor McGregor been running around here snorting everything up through his nose, and
Hmm.
so the dude need another payday. He too busy paying out claims, throwing a dolly through the window, taking a phone and throwing that on the ground and crushing a person's phone and punching old men in the face. So that money run out real quick if all you doing is paying settlements. So yep, good luck on getting that Khabib fight, Connor, but I don't think you'll get it. Khabib, he ain't got nothing else to prove. He done already smashed Conor McGregor. He ain't got nothing else to prove. That's it.
Yeah, Connor's been doing some effing up, man. I hope he gets his stuff in order because he's looking real bad out here. Like you said, he took responsibility for what he did, and I'll give him that. I'm not, and I, it is what it is. You can't defend punching somebody in there, punching anybody, and then you punching, old men in bars. You know, it, it is what it is, dude. It's
Yeah.
like you smashing guys' phones and stuff. I mean, you looking bad. You looking bad.
And I guess full time would call him a beta. I would call him a hoe. I just, I put hoe in everybody's name. So, how would I say Conor, uh, Honer McGregor? Yeah, I call him a
Yeah.
holder. Honer McGregor. Call my man Honer.
Holder.
Yeah, man, I put hoe in everybody's name when they do some old beta stuff. You know, Arpa Singh said Khabib know he need the money. I don't know. I don't know. I think Khabib got enough. I think Khabib got bread, man. I think Khabib Nurmagomedov got bread, man. I think he
Could
do.
be, could be straight. Could be straight.
Khabib got that bread, man. And Tay Tay Brown says Khabib, Dana White is nothing but a lying weasel. Okay. Okay, guys, we have 10 minutes left. The phone lines are now going to be open. And anybody want to go ahead and cook on a subject, you may call in now at this number. Okay, the phone lines are on at this time. Okay, they own. Come in, ask your question. We'll respond to it, and we'll try to keep the calls to between 2 and 3 minutes because we are on a time scale. Okay, trying to stay on time. I like talking to y'all though. I like talking to y'all. It's fun, but I don't want to keep y'all all night. Okay, don't want to keep y'all all night long, all night, all night. Yeah, I don't know, Jenner. I don't know, Jenner, if you know that song, man. What by Lionel Richie?
No, I know that. I know
He said he know that. Sorry, sir. Didn't mean to insult your
that.
intelligence.
Hey, I know all that them old school songs, man.
Okay, the phone lines are open. We'll be on here for exactly 10 more minutes, guys, and that's going to be a wrap. It's going to be a wrap. We'll give it a watch. Man, okay, comment section. Comment section. Okay. All right. So, who do you guys want to see Willie Jean fight next? We'll wait as somebody calls or if they call. Who do you guys want to see Willie Jean fight next? Okay. That's the comment. That's we'll do some women's MMA now for the last 10 minutes. Okay. Who do y'all want to see Miss Willie Jean fight next? Oh, Tay Tay Brown know that song. Say Gucci know that song. Man, I'm coughing now. Coughing. Fanboys. Gosh. Okay. John Taylor said he wants to see Willie Jean fight Bojanglecheck. Okay. Danielle Hempleton said Suarez. Tay Tay Brown says Bojanglecheck. Okay. JJ Tatiana, Marcus Bell. Marcus Bell in the building. But she ducked the fade. Okay, Tay Tay, I'm gonna talk about that, okay? I really don't think Joanna ducked the fade, okay? I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I don't think she ducked the fade. Because to be honest, when you look at this thing from a money standpoint, when Willie Jean was trying to get the Joanna Bojanglecheck fight, it wasn't monetarily good for Joanna to take the fight, if you know what I mean. Because Willie Jean really wasn't. She wasn't very high ranked. Okay, she wasn't high ranked, so Joanna fighting Willie Jean financially wasn't gonna be good. And Joanna now is all about making paper. That's what she about now. I honestly don't think Joanna ducked that fight. I think Joanna just looked at it as, well, she's not even in the top five, so why am I gonna take this fight? I think she was even barely in the top 10, so she was like, why am I gonna take this fight? And this girl ain't even in the top 10, or top five. I ain't fighting her. I want to fight somebody in the top five so I can get paid. See, that's Joanna's mindset. And beating Willie Jean wouldn't have got her no step closer to the title. And of course, Joanna like money. And when you get that title, you get paid a lot of money when you get that title. So I think that's what that's. And I can't believe this. I'm actually speaking. Ugh. I'm gonna go take a shower after this now. Talking about Bojangles like this. I am. I'm gonna take a shower, man. I feel dirty. Um, but I think it was more of a monetary thing versus her like really ducking the fade. And if I thought she was ducking, boy, and Bojangles ducking the fade, oh yeah, I'm going at her throat. I'm coming at her throat if it's her. But this time I think it was about the money. Okay, I thought it was about the money, and and her fighting Willie Jean financially wasn't gonna do nothing. It just wasn't. So that's my thoughts on that Tay Tay Brown. Okay, Tatiana Suarez or Rose. Now that's interesting. General Africa. Rose Namajunas versus Willie Jean. I mean, your thoughts on the possible matchup? Like, how does that fight go?
I think that's a good fight, man. Uh, that's a, that's a good fight. I'd have to see. I want to see how Rose comes back. I want to see Rose back in there, man. But she doesn't want to fight no more than you know. That's cool too. But you know, after watching this fight between Andrade and Willie Young, it showed hey she's tough. I think it'll be a tough fight for Rose Namajunas. I like to see Rose or Suarez. I really want to see any one of them. I'm a big fan of I'm a big fan of Rose. I rocks with Tatiana Suarez as well. Uh, I'm not trying to see Bojangles. If Suarez is healthy, I ain't trying to see uh, Bojangles get that fight. She don't deserve it. Like, even if she beats Michelle Watterson, I said, like I said before, even if she beats Michelle Watterson, if Tatiana Suarez is healthy, she don't deserve that fight. She don't.
Mm.
You know, um,
I be
you can
dying,
make
man. I be dying when
yeah,
you and Rugby Queen, when y'all be saying Bojangle check. Boy, that be funny as hell, man.
yeah, but Bojangles don't deserve that fight. Even if she beat Michelle Watterson, Michelle Watterson ain't beat nobody. But that'd be a good fight between Rose and Willie Jean. I got
Well,
Rose.
man, after seeing what Willie Jean did, man, I might have to go with Willie Jean, man. I can't underestimate her no more, man. I can't. I underestimated her against Danielle Taylor. I underestimated her against Tisha Torres. I can't do it no more. After she put Jessica to sleep or she buried Jessica, we went to Jessica's funeral. I just don't know, General Africa. I can't do it now. I can't do it. But you know what? You might have an angle. Rose. Rose could probably pull it off, man. Rose could pull it off, man. Stylistically, Rose could do it, General Africa. I don't know, man. You got me thinking, man.
It's a, it's a tough fight, but it's it's the fan pick. That's my fan pick. It is a tough fight. What Willie Jean did to Andrade, man, it man,
Stamina said, Stamina MC told you, he said, talk about it, General. Talk about it, General. God, dog. Yeah.
yeah. So, and then I think the thing that will work against Rose, if that's her first fight back, that's a tough fight to be the first one back. But hey, man, I'm rolling with Rose. I'm rolling with Rose.
Hey, man, diehard Rose fan to the end, man. He rolling with Rose. And you know what I do? Just for you, General Africa, because you are a Rose Nama Eunice fan, okay? I got a surprise, man, when we went on our exit out the show. We got about
Okay,
4 minutes to. I got a surprise for you. We got about 4 minutes left. The phone lines are now they're still open. So anybody want to call in and get a question in to myself or General and General Africa when the phone rings, you can hear him now, right?
I'm still having trouble hearing them.
Oh man, okay. I don't know how to fix that, man. I don't know how to fix it, man. I've tried and tried and tried. I don't know how to fix it. So I got to figure out how my guests can hear, and we'll have to try to figure it out, man, without having to cut the stream on.
Yeah, because
Uh,
what happens is I end up going to the live stream and trying to hear it there, but then I can't mute the. I can mute my mic, but I can't mute the StreamYard. So it's like I'm hearing like both. I'm like, God dang. Yeah,
oh
it's all
man,
good.
oh man. Okay, all right. Well, man. Okay, Robert Henry got Thug Rose, Thug Rose, Thug Rose. Hey man, Daniel Cormier made that. He made that famous, man. When she knocked out Joanna,
Uh,
Cormier made that famous, man. And better yet, man, dang, that's somebody else, man. Khabib trying to talk Daniel Cormier into fighting again, man. Fighting for one more fight. He told Daniel Cormier, dog. He said, dog, you can't leave on a loss, man. That's what he told him.
well, the thing is, yeah, Cormier is up there, but Cormier was tripping, man. He was going in there doing, he was feeling himself a little bit, and he got messed up. But does he have? He might. It was a bad knockout. It was a bad knockout, but it is what it is. These guys, a lot of the men, they fight a long time. You know what I mean? They fight a long time. He's taking some damage. I don't know. He was doing a lot of good things. He was doing a lot of things right, but then he was doing some crazy stuff, man. Like he didn't need to take that punishment, but I guess it's easier said than done. But you know, I understand if he wants a rematch with Stipe. I think he can beat him possibly, but he has to do what he's good at.
True that,
He was
man.
putting himself in needless danger.
True that, man. God, man, General Africa boy. General Africa breaking it all down, man. Loved it, man. General Africa, man. Speaking the reason to the whole thing. Well, guys, it's about that time. Uh, we definitely gonna end the stream. General Africa, man, you gotta tell everybody, man, how can they get a hold of General Africa?
Yeah, just on here, man. I ain't got Instagram and all that, so just follow me on here, and I'll be doing MMA videos, mostly women's MMA. but I'll be doing some of the men too.
Okay, yeah, we got a lot of things coming through the pipe. Our Facebook group, okay, the LDW MMAC, the LDMMAC Facebook group. That group is actually started. I've got it up. I got to just go ahead and make it public. Um, and definitely, some of you, if any of y'all want to help moderate that channel, and matter of fact, I'll just ask right here, if any of y'all want to help moderate this channel, not this channel, but the Facebook group, okay, of the LDW MMAC, the Lions Den Women's Mixed Martial Art Community, okay. You guys want to help moderate that channel, put content up, post stuff that we put out, my videos, other people's videos, other channels, trying to help promote. Now, no haters though, no haters. You can't promote their stuff on there, but like just things that's happening in the MMA community, articles, Jason Rose, we know you like to do this kind of stuff. Jason Rose, we can probably work something out behind the scenes. Okay, if anybody interested, hey, let's see if anybody pop up that, and you
Yeah,
you don't have to really. It ain't no commitment. You can just go in there and put articles out there, post links, all kind of stuff, man. But we're trying to take this community one step further, guys, so we can go to the ultimate goal. It's time to move, man. It's time to move. I said this year I'm gonna be moving, and we're gonna get it going, man, with that group. Okay, just let me know.
yeah. Just
Uh,
let Coach know, man, and we're trying to get this thing rolling.
what's
We
that?
appreciate all the support and all that, and we're trying to build something beautiful down here. So, yeah, just let us know, and
Well,
uh,
stamina. We're trying to get it from volunteer to actually some money changing hands, man. I'm just, you know. Oh, wait a minute. XA Gucci tried to call in. Wait a minute. Did I cut it? You know what? I think I cut it off. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. No, I didn't cut the phone off, man. You can. Okay. Hold on. I don't know why voicemail always mess up. And dude called right when I'm about to end the stream. Man, you see that?
mm-hmm.
Come on, man. We can't be on CP time. XA Gucci. But nah, that's my dude, man. XA Gucci. Okay, XA, the phone lines are open. You can see it up on the screen. Okay, or not see it up on the screen. Let's get back to it. All right, XA Gucci, waiting on you, man. Okay, I give you 2 minutes, man. I give you 2 minutes, and then that's what it is. Okay. Yeah, we like giving the women love too, man. A lot of people they don't give the women that love. All right, XA, I'm gonna give you a minute or two, man, and I'm gonna answer this phone. But you gotta come on, man. XA Gucci in the god doggone building, man. Okay, going back to the Philippines and finna do his thing over there, man. XA Gucci. Yeah, stamina. What like I was saying, stamina. It may not even be a volunteer position for a long time, dude. It may, we're gonna try to figure out how to make it change. Well, I got this whole plan, so we'll just talk about it. But yeah, man, that's what's going down, man. In the articles, you just want to throw links in there. We're gonna try to make it. Yeah, Eddie, Eddie, I don't think the women get enough attention, and it's crazy how people used to criticize me for doing it, and now some of the critics, now they watching or they got videos doing this, and that's something, man. Okay, all right, they say Gucci, 20 more seconds, and that's it. We're gonna go ahead and get ready to end the stream. I will cut the phone off. Okay, a few more seconds, General. This like a telethon, man. It's like a telethon. We waiting, man, for this dude. XA Gucci 23. But guys, hey, man, thank you guys for coming in. Thank you guys for actually, showing us love on the stream. Okay, it is what it is, guys. I'm sending you guys out, and you guys are gonna see what I'm sending you out with. And this is gonna be fun, man. This is gonna be so fun. Okay, let me see. What these people, man? What all these people want? Okay, let me see. All right, yeah. So you don't answer the phone. I tried to answer the phone. Okay, let me see. Okay, phone lines are off. Okay, General. We're gonna end it off with this, General Africa.
Be nice, man. I mean, I know we fight, but this is entertainment. Afterwards, It's nothing. I feel like a normal person, man. That's it. I'm just regular. Ain't nothing special here. Martial arts to try to make this world a better place and change the world. This belt don't mean nothing, man. Be nice, man. I mean, I know we fight, but this is entertainment. You know, afterwards, it's nothing. I feel like a normal person, man. That's it. I'm just regular. Ain't nothing special here. Martial arts to try to make this world a better place and change the world. This belt